Hey, it's Lee at Craftsman Direct, and we are in Cary today. We have a popcorn ceiling that we have been asked to get a quote to remove, and it's got a little bit, I know you can't see it probably right there, but there is a little bit of a depression here. And oh man, you can pick it up really good here in a square. Looks like a repair, but customers asked to remove the popcorn and paint the ceiling, and it goes into the kitchen area, which this kitchen is 8 foot wide and 12-15 feet long. Little drop cloth, everything. Or probably actually plastic. You got to wrap painter's tape around the wallpaper here, all the way back to there, the whole room. Drop plastic all the way down to the floor, married up to the plastic on the floor, and then scrape everything down all the way into the foyer area, and skim, prime, and we'll apply 2 coats of a Sherwin-Williams ceiling white. They've also asked to have this room painted, so I'm going to do a lap. Walls only, and I think full interior paint. So let me do a lap in the kitchen. I'm gonna start in here, there, and kitchen's all wallpaper from that point. So really, it's just that little tick of a wall there. Even behind the fridge is wallpaper. So behind the freezer will be painted, starting with that column. Very little in the kitchen, and then the 15 by 30 room. Can I run upstairs?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Now I'm just kind of talking out loud with the painting. Walls only. Your walls and trim. Trim being that stuff and baseboard.
Yes.
You want doors painted?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess window sills, because the windows look metal.
The only door, like this door, I think they painted it from the outside, but they did
replace the door then.
Yeah, we'll probably have to replace the door anyway, because the HOA people did a really bad job
Yep.
with the painting.
I see it a bunch. So walls and baseboard trim, all the doors. Okay. And closets? No closets, okay. And let's see, what other questions? Wall repair. Because looking up at that window, you see the
Right.
stuff like underneath that window. That thing right there is supposed to be flat.
Oh, okay.
And that kind of stuff. And okay. How many colors?
I just want it all white. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it simple. Yeah.
Let you pick that all white color, and that's the closet.
Right.
Okay. And bathroom. We gonna paint a bathroom?
Yes.
Now, what about? I do have a question. What about stuff like this? See how the?
That's a popcorn repair.
Okay.
And essentially, you got a seam.
This whole line.
Well, that's a corner bead on the ceiling,
Uh-huh.
and basically a little piece of tape for 1 inch up the corner and 1 inch across the ceiling, and it has separated because it wasn't installed right.
Okay.
And we can fix that and spray popcorn, but here again, it's a little bit different color, a little bit different texture.
Okay.
But we'll do that.
All right.
so we can add a ceiling repair. Would we paint that room?
Yes.
Okay.
So the only one we're not painting is my daughter's room.
Okay, so this is a basic 10 by 12 bedroom.
Yeah.
And walls only?
Yes.
Or walls that we're going to do trim?
Yeah, I mean for the whole house. So.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll do the baseboard. We've got 2 doors. We're going to paint the closet?
Nah, closet
Okay.
doors can stay. Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, so don't paint a closet or closet door.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so do you want the trim around that?
That's right.
Okay, thank you. And da-da-da. When I'll do it in here. Okay. All right. And let's see. We'll do that bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. It's. Thank you, ma'am. And
There is a little crack there. I don't know if you can see that.
well, here again, they're drywall, and it does that when things aren't primed.
Okay.
So,
But
but
yeah, it's got a different color too. To it too.
we have a drywall ceiling repair and a master bath,
Yeah.
and
And
we.
we most likely need to repair. I mean, not repair, but replace the vents. But I'm probably gonna have him do that.
Okay, you can pick those up for about $15 in Lowe's,
Okay.
and unscrew one and put the other one in. This is a master bedroom
Yes.
where you gonna paint the closet doors. Okay.
I mean, they're scraped. Actually, if you open one door, Dorian, they're one of them is scraped. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So for that one, I would say yes.
Okay. So it's a double closet door to paint,
Yes.
and we'll do. If you don't change the color, we can do 1 lap. If you do a color change, it will take 2 laps unless your color change is very, very, very close.
No, I don't. I would like it just white. The whole
That's fine.
house.
Okay. That's fine.
The kitchen though downstairs has wallpaper. I mean,
I've seen the
what is it?
wallpaper.
Yeah.
90% of the kitchen.
Yeah, and I absolutely despise that wallpaper.
Okay. You know how to take it down, don't you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'll tell you. Let's go down
Okay.
there. Let's go look. 12 by 12 bedroom, closet, double closet door, and looks like there was something sprayed that got on the top. A little bit different color. Get that squirt bottle with the 2 fingers. It cost about $2, and put a bunch of hot water in it, as hot as you can stand. You might even put a towel around it so you can get real hot water, and put about a couple caps full of fabric softener in. Or you can spend $20 on.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, it's just I've always heard it's the same chemical in. Well, you can go into the wallpaper section and buy this little bottle for $25 of whatever it is remover, or you can get hot water and a little bit of fabric softener in the hot water, and pick a day when you guys are kind of hanging out. With you're both working, you're saying yeah right, but that's all we would do is come in here and we wet it and wet it and wet it and wet it and wet it.
Okay.
And I mean dripping down the walls. And be careful because you got electrical points. But at some point you can probably start to flake it off the wall, kind of like that's coming right there.
Yes.
Except that's a glue.
And this is another. Yeah, this is another issue that. Like I said, we're not going to replace the cabinets. You know, it's just.
You can put a new you can put a new counter on. And depending upon how long you want to live here, you make it nice and put in a granite or corian or something that it really the prices come down to reasonable. Yeah, but I mean nothing.
But like, what do you think about? Because I've seen and I've heard different things about people painting the kitchen cabinets. They say sometimes it looks really fake. and sometimes it makes it look better. Like there's just different reviews on like how to really update the look, because this is really old, and like I said, we haven't had the time, you know, with 2 kids and jobs and everything. It's just been crazy to try to get stuff done. But now that I want to get a new look,
Sure.
I would like to change it to update it somehow without going.
The thing I'm kind of looking for is stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what happened actually is, if you look at all your cabinets, you've got a dark brown.
Mhm.
And that's a different color. And your dark brown is behind it. So this is a coating that they put on that. So you can peel that off. And I don't know why they put that on there. Obviously it didn't look good. And that's just a corner edge of piece of Formica.
You're right.
So first thing I do is peel that off if you know you're going to paint it.
I didn't know that.
And then, but that's the only place I see like that. But what I'm doing, I'm looking at the face of your cabinets for problems.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't see nicks or bumps. You know, I've got some irregularity here and there, but you can do a lot of stuff to make that look better before you paint it. I mean, that's all the problem with that is just prep work. But to do it right, you would, and always do this. I know sometimes people call me try to figure this out. But people will go in here with a screw gun and they take up all the cabinet doors, put it in a big pile and hide it, stuck it somewhere, and then go to paint. Then they paint the cabinet doors. And then they're thinking that this door over here is about the same size as that door over there, and they'll get lost. So first thing you do is you open every door and you get some masking tape, and on the back inside somewhere, or maybe the bottom, or maybe the top. Yeah, you put a number 1, and inside this cabinet put another piece of tape with number 1, so you know that door's got one place to live, and that's all. And save yourself an awful lot of headache. But number them and take the hardware off. I would use an oil-based sensor primer.
Like, is there any way to even replace these?
Sure you could.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I open that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a basic hinge.
Okay.
And all I would do is you can go into Lowe's or Home Depot and there's a big aisle for cabinet hardware. And even if it doesn't line up here and here, they make this stuff called wood putty. And it's not really good as far as structural integrity, not as good as wood. But, you know, with these 2 holes, if your new hinge doesn't line up exactly to that, then before you paint and prime and all that stuff, then you cover the holes up with a little bit of wood putty, so you know, drill new holes and put new doors in.
Okay.
And steel wool, or get a sanding sponge like your drywall, and you don't have to rub it long, you know, and that would have been fine. And get Zinsser primer, and the litmus test on painting is you get your thumbnail and put it on the surface and run it across like that, and if it doesn't come off, it won't come off.
Okay.
I see that with people putting latex on oil all the time, because your thumbnail will just it'll peel off in sheets, and you know all that, and inside and around, and most people hate painting cabinets, and this can either be removed or not. It's entirely your preference. Yeah.
That was a pain that you would put in there.
Yeah, it was tricky, but
Yeah, but you know, there's probably 2 screws and it comes down, or you know, you tape around it, and then you know, the hard part's getting all this stuff out of the cabinet for a day or 2, letting it dry well. I'd probably let it 2 to 3 days maybe, and then putting in your cabinet bottom, you know, whatever you call that stuff, and but that's kind of what happens. We all worked in my family. You know, both my parents had jobs, and a lot sad, you know, as well. And when they were home, we worked at home. You know, we all worked, you know, and did other stuff in our house. And, you know, only you can decide if it's something that you want to do, but that's kind of how you do it. And there's nothing stopping you from doing, if you want to, 2 cabinets this Sunday. Or do a wallpaper removal this Sunday, and next Sunday you skim. Because it's gonna leave glue up there. And then, you know, it doesn't take much sanding, but you gotta do a little bit. But we'll give you a quote to do it too.
All right.
You know. Cabinets. Paint them. Doors off. Install new customer provided hardware. Drawers. Peeling here. We gotta pull that off. See what we have left here. And that ceiling, I don't know if we can see that dimple. A little bit worried about it. So, ta-da!
It'll take me a few days to do what needs to do.
Yeah, like the painting and the. Okay.
Cabinets are a pain.
I've been told. I think Lowe's does like
Probably have
classes and
Adrian
whatnot.
help you or something.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for a living?
Me, I'm a Marine.
Are you a Marine? Are you really?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, huh, Marines around here?
I had a friend of mine actually is an accountant I worked for a long time ago, and he was one of the smallest guys I've ever met in my life. And he was like 5'6", 135 pounds soaking wet. But he was, you know, I'm probably not using the right word. At one time in his life, he was a Marine recon instructor.
Yeah.
And
But the little guys are all small.
I'm 5'6", hey.
No, I mean like small.
yeah,
6 is not small.
this guy was as nice as I've ever met a man in my life. But he was the last person on this planet I ever wanted to get mad. He was Irish, and I don't think he ever met a fight he didn't like. And both of his sons got that fight gene, and they stayed in trouble because you know how you gotta have thick skin. Somebody says something to you or talks about your mama, you gotta just look at them like they're a fool and walk away. But they couldn't do that.
They have to deal with it.
Boy, they would. They stayed in trouble. But yeah, Marines are special people.
Wow.
So I've been told.
Thanks for saying that.
They are. I mean, you know, I think about my Uncle Roy.